You come and move around like a fresh brush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride.
All right, guys, here we have the Lightspeed Blue Ranger out of the box and onto the rotating stand. I've have him here in a not your traditional posing where he's just standing straight up and looking static. I kind of wanted to showcase some of the articulation that he has, and it is, to me, it is really done really good. I want to say it's a little bit different from the figures that we have kind of been getting. Now, they are using recycled packaging and they're trying to use less plastic in these figures, and that's something I don't like. I mean, I get it, you know, you're trying to save the environment and whatnot, but I mean, we're buying these figures that are made actually out of plastic. So what are we really doing? Anyways, with all that being said, the dude looks nice. One thing I forgot to put in was his blaster, but I'll put that in once we get to the accessory part of the video. But yeah, I just want to showcase him right now of how he looks just using the articulation that is at hand. Now let's get him off the rotating stand and let's see what my boy has to offer. So when it comes to his articulation, let's see. I'm all over the place. Let's start with his. Now this is what we see with all of them. So there's not really going to be anything pretty much new. Just, well, except for the kind of updated articulation that we kind of got with the other figures. Okay, let me kind of move this up a little bit. There we go. So already his face looks goofy. I don't think he looks anything like the blue Lightspeed Rescue Ranger. So I just want to say, yeah, he looks more or less kind of dope. I do like the hair, but not the face. So it doesn't really look like him. You're not really going to get any articulation on the top, but when you kind of move to the shoulder, he's able to lift up that much. You have this butterfly joint right here that enables him to move his arm kind of across, and then you have a bicep swivel right there that you can use. So if you want to cross his arms without even him bending his elbows, he's able to do that, and then he's able to have better than 90-degree articulation for those elbows. And then the wrist kind of goes in and out, and then it does a 360 all the way around on the wrist. So on the midsection of his abdomen, he has, let me see, he has a good amount of range. I mean, without even dipping into the bottom type of the articulation, already you can see that he's able to manipulate himself in such a good manner. Now, if you combine that with his bottom articulation, see right there, now you're able to get something like, you know, like a wrestling move. He's jumping off of the high ropes, boom, he's about to get somebody. But as you can see, my boy looks nice. And then moving on down to the legs, he's able to kick up about that much, which isn't really that much. I mean, I guess mine's a little wobbly at the legs. You have a thigh swivel right here that enables him to twist his thigh, and then my knee is a little stiff right here, so you're able to manipulate that. He does have a boot cut as well as some foot action back and forth, and then he does have the pivots as well. So overall, good articulation, nothing really new, but he kind of does this pretty well. I like how they did this guy. I won't say that this is the case for a lot of the other figures in this line. It's just that they kind of did him justice. So with that being said, let's move on down to the accessories. Kind of put him right there. He ain't bothering nobody. So when it comes to the accessories, I like to start with the headpiece. And this doesn't look too bad. Nice gloss finish. Nothing too crazy right there. Moving on down to the hands. He has his fisted hands, and then he has his trigger holding hands. So that's right nice right there. We get a pair of those. And then we also get his blaster right here, which I'm going to put in the holster once I get to my final thoughts of the video. Holster right here. Not the holster, but the blaster. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. You can see right there that it has the number 2 right there, so that looks really good. Number 2 on the blaster. And then that blaster ends up turning into his baton. I wouldn't call it a sword because it doesn't have a sharp edge. So this is his baton. So you have the baton, and then when you can collapse this and make it into the blaster. So that's nice right there. And then you also have the infamous effect parts that every Power Ranger Lightning collection kind of comes with. These are like honestly really cool. I like that they include these with every Power Rangers Lightning collection figure, but could we do without it? Sure, fine. I just think that's really cool. I mainly use these for my other figures, not for my Lightning collection. So that's really cool. Now I'm going to put as much accessories as I can on the Homeboy Blue Lightspeed Rescue and give my final thoughts. Alright, here is the Blue Ranger with as much accessories as I can put on him. As you can see, I have the helmet actually on him. I have the sword, well, not the sword, but the baton in his right arm, along with the trigger finger holding arm. He holds it very well. And I have the blaster right there in his holster. For me, this guy is going to be, I would say, a cop, only because they've done his articulation very well. I showcased that in the very beginning of the video. He looks really nice. He feels pretty good, pretty solid, except for his feet part. His feet are a little bit wobbly on mine, but with the QC issues kind of going on with the Lightning collection, I know that's going to vary from figure to figure. So with that being said, I do like this figure, but maybe not enough to get him at full price, but that's just me. Let me know in the comment section below if this guy's gonna be a grab or a pass. Major Piccolo shout out to everybody supporting the channel since day one, and like I've said, the channel is lazy but the movement ain't.